James Earl Jones stands as one of Hollywood's most distinguished figures, celebrated for his deep, unmistakable voice and powerful on-screen presence. Over the course of his career, Jones has earned acclaim in multiple fields, including film, theater, and television. Known widely for his voice roles, he has made an indelible mark in the entertainment world, especially with his iconic portrayal of Darth Vader in the Star Wars series. Beyond the movies, his work on Broadway and in other acting mediums has showcased his extraordinary range and talent, solidifying his legacy as a multi-faceted artist who continues to inspire generations. James Earl Jones was born on January 17, 1931 in Arkabutla, Mississippi. His father, Robert Earl Jones, was an actor and boxer, but he was largely absent from James's life during his early years. His mother, Ruth Connolly, left her young son to be raised by his grandparents when her marriage ended. Jones credits his grandparents for providing him with a stable and loving environment as he grew up in rural Michigan. Childhood was not easy for James Earl Jones, and one of his greatest struggles was a debilitating stutter that left him nearly mute for years. This speech impediment started in his early childhood and severely impacted his confidence, making communication a painful experience. He often resorted to silence rather than risk speaking and being ridiculed by his peers. The turning point came in school, where a teacher played a crucial role in helping Jones overcome his speech difficulties. This teacher introduced him to poetry and encouraged him to recite verses aloud. It wasn't an immediate fix, but the process of practicing and performing helped him find his voice, literally and figuratively. Reciting works by poets like Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe not only improved his speech, but also ignited a passion for language and storytelling that would shape his future career. James Earl Jones pursued his education at the University of Michigan, where he initially enrolled as a pre-med student with the intention of becoming a doctor. However, he quickly realized that medicine was not his calling. His passion for the arts, particularly acting, drew him away from the sciences. Encouraged by mentors and driven by his growing love for theater, he made the bold decision to switch his focus entirely to acting. This move marked the beginning of a journey that would take him from college theater productions to some of the biggest stages and screens in the world. His education at Michigan provided a foundation for his craft, and he continued to refine his skills in performances that laid the groundwork for an extraordinary career in the arts. James Earl Jones's career took off in theater, where he built a solid foundation that showcased his exceptional talent. He started performing in Shakespearean plays with the New York Shakespeare Festival. These productions demanded versatility and discipline, and Jones delivered in spades. Tackling challenging roles in classics like Othello and King Lear gave him a platform to hone his craft and develop his signature commanding presence. It was during this time that his deep, resonant voice began to capture attention. Theater critics praised his ability to bring complexity and humanity to characters that were often larger than life. These performances weren't just stepping stones, they were crucial moments in establishing Jones as a serious actor. His work in the theater wasn't just about acting, it was about mastering the art of storytelling. He brought a depth and intensity to his performances that left audiences captivated. Jones's rise to prominence wasn't limited to Shakespearean plays. His talent quickly transitioned to Broadway, where he made an unforgettable impact. One of his most notable roles came in The Great White Hope in 1968. In this production, Jones played Jack Jefferson, a character based on Jack Johnson, the first African-American world heavyweight boxing champion. The role was intense, emotionally demanding, and groundbreaking in its portrayal of racial and social issues. The performance earned Jones widespread critical acclaim. It wasn't just his powerful delivery or his ability to embody the character. It was the raw emotion he brought to the role. His portrayal resonated deeply, highlighting not only the struggles of the character, but also the broader struggles faced by African Americans. This role set the stage for what would become a legendary career. Building on the success of the stage production, James Earl Jones reprised his role as Jack Jefferson in the 1970 film adaptation of The Great White Hope. The movie became a major turning point in his career. Jones's performance was nothing short of extraordinary. He managed to convey a combination of strength, vulnerability, and defiance that brought the character to life on the big screen. His work in the film earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, a rare achievement for an African-American actor at the time. This recognition placed him among the top tier of Hollywood talent and opened doors for future opportunities. It also proved that his acting could transcend mediums, showing the same depth and brilliance on film as it did on stage. In Claudine, Jones showcased his versatility by stepping into a lighter, yet still impactful role. He starred opposite Diane Carroll in this romantic comedy drama about love, family, and social struggles. Jones played Roop, a charismatic and kind-hearted garbage collector who falls for Claudine, a single mother of 6. The film was praised for its honest portrayal of working-class life, and Jones's performance was a key factor in its success. He brought warmth and humor to the role, balancing the film's lighter moments with its more serious themes. His chemistry with Carroll was electric, making their on-screen relationship believable and heartfelt. In Field of Dreams, Jones took on the role of Terrence Mann, a reclusive writer who becomes a key figure in the film's story about hope, redemption, and the power of dreams. This movie allowed Jones to tap into his ability to bring depth to a supporting role. His portrayal of Mann was both thoughtful and inspiring. He delivered some of the film's most memorable lines, including the famous speech about baseball being a constant throughout America's history. Jones's presence elevated the movie, and his voice added an emotional weight that resonated with audiences. In The Hunt for Red, October played Vice Admiral James Greer, a key figure in this Cold War thriller. The film, based on Tom Clancy's novel, was a box office hit and further solidified Jones's reputation as a dependable and commanding actor. While his role was smaller compared to the film's leads, Jones's performance was essential to the story. He brought authority and intelligence to the character, making Greer a pivotal figure in the narrative. His ability to convey so much with subtlety and precision was a testament to his skill as an actor. It's impossible to talk about James Earl Jones without mentioning his legendary voice acting career. In 1977, he lent his voice to Darth Vader in Star Wars: A New Hope, creating one of the most iconic characters in cinematic history. Jones's deep, powerful voice brought an unmatched sense of menace and gravitas to Darth Vader. Even though the character was physically portrayed by David Prowse, it was Jones's voice that defined the role. His delivery turned lines like, "I find your lack of faith disturbing," into unforgettable moments. The impact of his work as Darth Vader cannot be overstated. The role became a cultural phenomenon, and Jones's voice became synonymous with the character. He continued to voice Darth Vader in subsequent Star Wars films, cementing his place in pop culture history. Jones's voice acting legacy doesn't stop with Star Wars. He also provided the voice of Mufasa in Disney's The Lion King, 1994. His performance as the wise and loving father figure left a lasting impression on audiences of all ages. Lines like, "Remember who you are," became iconic, showcasing his ability to convey warmth and authority simultaneously. Throughout his career, James Earl Jones has used his voice to bring characters to life in a way that few actors can. Whether on stage, in film, or behind a microphone, his talent has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. James Earl Jones is synonymous with theater excellence, especially in Shakespearean and Broadway productions. His commanding presence and deep voice brought Shakespeare's works to life in ways few could match. Jones performed in multiple Shakespeare plays with the New York Shakespeare Festival, portraying roles like Othello and King Lear with a depth that captivated audiences. Critics often praised him for the authenticity and emotional intensity he brought to these classic characters, earning him the reputation of a master of his craft. In addition to Shakespearean theater, Jones found great success on Broadway. His role in The Great White Hope stands as one of the defining moments of his career. Playing Jack Jefferson, a character inspired by the first African-American heavyweight boxing champion Jack Johnson, Jones delivered a powerful performance that addressed themes of race, ambition, and resilience. This role earned him his first Tony Award in 1969 for Best Actor in a Play. Another career milestone came with his portrayal of Troy Maxon in August Wilson's Fences. The play explores the complexities of family relationships, dreams deferred, and the challenges faced by African-American families in the mid-20th century. Jones's performance as the headstrong and flawed patriarch was raw, emotional, and unforgettable. This role earned him another Tony Award in 1987, solidifying his place as a Broadway legend. His contributions to theater weren't limited to just acting. Jones's work also helped pave the way for greater representation of African Americans in prominent theatrical roles. He became an inspiration for aspiring actors and a symbol of the power of theater to tell important, impactful stories. James Earl Jones's versatility shone in his television career, where he showcased his ability to handle a range of genres and characters. One of his standout performances was in Roots: The Next Generations, the sequel to the groundbreaking miniseries Roots. In this series, he portrayed Alex Haley, the author of the original Roots book. Jones's performance was filled with authenticity and emotion, helping to carry the legacy of a series that remains significant in American television history. Another notable achievement was his role in Gabriel's Fire. In this legal drama, Jones played Gabriel Byrd, a former Chicago cop who was wrongfully convicted of murder and spent 2 decades in prison before being exonerated. The character was complex and layered, offering Jones the chance to explore themes of redemption, justice, and morality. His portrayal earned him an Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a drama series in 1991. While Jones excelled in drama, his comedic timing was equally impressive. He made memorable guest appearances on shows like The Big Bang Theory and Frasier, where his ability to embrace humor and self-awareness delighted audiences. These appearances revealed a lighter side of the actor, showcasing his ability to adapt to any role. James Earl Jones was also a frequent presence in made-for-TV movies and special programs. Whether taking on historical figures or fictional characters, his performances consistently stood out for their depth and nuance. Over the years, his contributions to television have demonstrated his dedication to his craft and his ability to connect with audiences across generations. James Earl Jones's personal life reflects a story of resilience, love, and perseverance. In 1982, he married actress Cecilia Hart, who was also an accomplished performer in her own right. Their marriage was characterized by a deep bond, mutual respect, and shared passion for the arts. The couple frequently appeared together at public events, radiating warmth and affection. Cecilia was a constant source of support throughout Jones's career, and their relationship was admired by many in the entertainment industry. Together, they had one son, Flynn Earl Jones. Despite his busy career, James Earl Jones prioritized his role as a father, often emphasizing the importance of family in interviews. Flynn has largely stayed out of the public eye, but Jones has spoken fondly of the joy and fulfillment he found in fatherhood. In 2016, Jones faced a profound personal loss when Cecilia passed away after a battle with ovarian cancer. The loss was undoubtedly devastating, but Jones continued to honor her memory by focusing on his work and the legacy they built together. In addition to personal joys and challenges, Jones has faced significant health struggles. He was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, a condition that requires careful management. Despite this diagnosis, Jones remained active and continued to work well into his later years. His determination to keep going both personally and professionally serves as an inspiration to many. James Earl Jones's personal life, much like his career, has been marked by strength, dedication, and the ability to find purpose in both triumph and adversity. James Earl Jones has built a career that stands as a benchmark for excellence in entertainment. His list of awards and accolades reflects not only his immense talent, but also the respect and admiration he has garnered across multiple fields. In 2011, Jones was honored with the Academy Honorary Award, a recognition reserved for individuals whose contributions to cinema have been exceptional and enduring. This was a nod to his decades-long impact on Hollywood, both on screen and through his iconic voice work. Though he never won a competitive Oscar, This honor placed him in the pantheon of legends, whose legacies transcend awards categories. The Academy's choice to recognize him speaks volumes about how his artistry and dedication have influenced the film industry. James Earl Jones is one of the rare performers to achieve the triple crown of acting, winning a Tony, an Emmy, and a Grammy, a testament to his versatility and mastery across mediums. His Tony Awards include Best Actor for The Great White Hope in 1969 and another for Fences in 1987. Both roles showcased his ability to command the stage and deliver deeply human performances that resonated with audiences and critics alike. On television, Jones's work was equally celebrated. He won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards in 1991, one for Gabriel's Fire, and another for his guest role on Heat Wave. These wins underscore his ability to shine on the small screen, portraying characters with depth and authenticity. As for the Grammy, Jones's distinctive voice earned him a win for Best Spoken Word Album for Great American Documents. His powerful narration brought historical text to life, demonstrating how his voice alone could leave an indelible mark. Kennedy Center Honors, 2002, and our National Medal of Arts, 1992. In 1992, James Earl Jones received the National Medal of Arts, the highest honor given to artists by the United States government. This award celebrated his contributions to American culture through his work in theater, film, and television. It was a formal acknowledgement of how his artistry enriched the nation's cultural landscape. A decade later, in 2002, Jones was recognized at the Kennedy Center Honors. This prestigious event highlighted his lifetime of achievements and his impact on the arts in America. Being celebrated alongside other cultural icons reinforced his status as one of the most influential figures in entertainment. James Earl Jones's legacy is one of inspiration, excellence, and transformation. His work has left an indelible imprint on generations of audiences, performers, and creators. The voice of a generation. Jones's voice is perhaps his most defining feature, a deep, resonant baritone that has become iconic in its own right. It's no exaggeration to call him the voice of a generation. His portrayal of Darth Vader in Star Wars solidified his place in cinematic history. The power and authority he conveyed through voice alone set a standard for voice acting that remains unmatched. Beyond Star Wars, Jones's narration in The Lion King as Mufasa is another example of how his voice transcends storytelling. It's not just a tool for delivering lines. It evokes emotion, commands attention, and creates unforgettable moments. These roles have made him a part of pop culture history, ensuring his work remains relevant for decades to come. Championing diversity in Hollywood and theater, Jones's career also represents a breakthrough for African American actors in Hollywood and theater. At a time when opportunities for Black performers were limited, Jones built a body of work that broke stereotypes and demonstrated the depth of talent in underrepresented communities. His roles in projects like The Great White Hope and Fences offered nuanced portrayals of Black characters, challenging societal norms and elevating the conversation about race in entertainment. By excelling in classical theater, particularly in Shakespearean roles, Jones also proved that African American actors could excel in traditionally white-dominated spaces. His impact on diversity isn't limited to the roles he played. Jones's career serves as a beacon for aspiring actors of all backgrounds, proving that talent and determination can break barriers. Jones's influence extends far beyond his own performances. His dedication to his craft, combined with his ability to overcome personal challenges like his childhood stutter, makes him a role model for anyone pursuing their dreams. Young actors look to his career as an example of how to balance versatility with authenticity. The respect he commands from his peers is another testament to his legacy. Colleagues often cite him as a source of inspiration, not just for his talent but for his humility and professionalism. This has helped him maintain a career that spans decades, adapting to changes in the industry while staying true to his roots. Jones's work has contributed significantly to American culture, shaping how stories are told and experienced. His performances in theater, television, and film demonstrate how art can reflect the complexities of life and resonate with people on a deeply personal level. Moreover, his ability to bring gravitas and humanity to every role has set a high bar for actors across genres. Whether he's delivering a monologue on stage, commanding a scene on screen, or lending his voice to an animated character, Jones elevates the material with his presence. This consistent excellence ensures that his work will continue to be studied and celebrated for years to come. When it comes to James Earl Jones, the word scandal hardly comes to mind. Over the course of his long and illustrious career, he has maintained a reputation for professionalism and dignity. In an industry often plagued by controversy, Jones has been refreshingly free from drama. His dedication to his craft, coupled with his low-profile personal life, has kept him out of the negative spotlight. Jones is known for being humble and grounded, a trait that stems from his early struggles with a stutter and a challenging childhood. He is often credited his upbringing and those who supported him for shaping his perspective on life. This grounded approach likely contributed to his ability to stay clear of scandals that could have otherwise tarnished his reputation. His work environment has always reflected this professionalism. Co-stars and directors consistently praise him for his work ethic and kindness. Unlike many others in Hollywood, Jones has never been involved in heated public disputes or fallouts with colleagues. He focuses on his work and steers clear of controversies that can arise from ego clashes or power struggles. Additionally, Jones has avoided the pitfalls of oversharing in the age of social media. Though he is celebrated worldwide, he has always valued his privacy. By maintaining a clear boundary between his professional and personal life, he has shielded himself from unnecessary scrutiny and media speculation. This isn't to say that James Earl Jones's career has been without challenges. Like many black actors of his time, he faced systemic racism in Hollywood. However, Jones tackled these issues head-on, using his talent and poise to rise above them. Instead of creating public feuds or controversies, he became a quiet but powerful advocate for change. In short, James Earl Jones's life and career serve as a testament to the idea that success doesn't require sensationalism or scandal. He lets his work speak for itself, which is why he remains one of the most respected figures in the entertainment industry. As of 2025, James Earl Jones's estimated net worth stands at $40 million. This wealth is the result of decades of work across multiple platforms, including film, television, theater, and voice acting. One of the most significant contributors to his financial success has been his iconic role as the voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars franchise. While he was initially paid a modest sum for the first film in 1977, the character's enduring popularity has ensured a steady stream of royalties and other earnings. Jones's distinctive voice became synonymous with Darth Vader, solidifying his place in pop culture history. Beyond Star Wars, Jones has had a remarkable film career that includes roles in movies like The Great White Hope, Field of Dreams, and Coming to America. Each of these projects not only boosted his artistic credibility, but also added significantly to his earnings. In addition to his on-screen work, Jones's stage career has been a major source of income. His performances in Broadway productions such as Fences and The Great White Hope were critically acclaimed and commercially successful. Theater has always been a cornerstone of his career, and his dedication to the craft has been rewarded both financially and artistically. Voice acting has also played a pivotal role in building Jones's net worth. Apart from Star Wars, he famously lent his voice to Mufasa in Disney's The Lion King. This role remains one of his most beloved performances, and the film's massive success further solidified his position as one of the greatest voice actors of all time. The 2019 live-action remake of The Lion King brought him back to reprise the role, ensuring another significant payday. Jones's television work, while not as extensive as his film and stage career, has also contributed to his wealth. He appeared in several critically acclaimed shows and even earned Emmy Awards for his performances. These accolades not only enhanced his reputation, but also added to his financial stability. Endorsements and commercial appearances have been another avenue of income for James Earl Jones. His unmistakable voice has been featured in advertisements for major brands, further expanding his reach and earnings. His association with high-profile projects and his reputation for excellence make him a sought-after figure for endorsements. Despite his wealth, Jones has always been known for his modest lifestyle. He isn't one to flaunt his earnings or engage in extravagant displays of wealth. Instead, he appears to value financial security and a life centered on meaningful work. What stands out about James Earl Jones's financial journey is the sheer diversity of his income sources. From acting and voice work to endorsements and royalties, he has built a career that continues to generate income even as he steps back from the limelight. His $40 million net worth is a reflection of both his talent and his ability to choose projects that have lasting impact. James Earl Jones is more than just a legendary actor. He's a symbol of excellence, resilience, and timeless talent. From voicing one of the most iconic villains in cinematic history to earning standing ovations on Broadway, his journey proves that greatness is built on dedication, grace, and staying true to yourself. If this story inspired you or made you see James Earl Jones in a whole new light, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of icons who've shaped the entertainment world. Who should we talk about next? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.